The warning. Ignored, the dark expanse of space was quiet, almost too quiet. Ships glided through the void, their lights blinking like distant stars. The alien fleet moved with confidence, believing they held the power of the galaxy in their hands. Their commanders whispered among themselves, mocking the humans on a small blue planet. They are weak, easy to crush. They will surrender when we strike, one alien sneered, but far below on Earth, humans did not sleep. They did not panic. They watched the stars with eyes sharp as hawks. Their radar systems hummed quietly, detecting movements the aliens believed invisible. Hidden fleets moved in secret, ready to defend their home. Even the smallest human ships were armed with weapons the aliens did not expect. Weeks before, an alien envoy had come, carrying a message. It was simple, clear, and dire. Do not attack the humans, they will never surrender, the warning said. But the alien leaders laughed. They had never seen humans fight beyond small wars on their own planet. They had never felt human courage, human stubbornness, and now, blinded by arrogance, they ignored the warning on Earth. Admiral Reyes stared at the star maps, her fingers tracing the paths of incoming ships. They are coming, she said quietly, not afraid. Her team around her was tense but determined. They had trained for this moment their entire lives. The humans were ready, though the aliens thought they were simple and weak. A young pilot, Eli, tightened his helmet strap. His ship was small, almost fragile in the alien eyes, but Eli had something the aliens did not understand. Intuition, courage, and the refusal to give up. He looked at his squad and nodded. We protect our planet no matter what, he said. Their engines roared to life, filling the silence of the base with power. Above Earth, the alien fleet spread like a shadow. Their massive ships blocked the light of distant suns. The smaller scout ships moved ahead, searching for weaknesses. They laughed at the small human defenses, calling them toys. But the humans were ready for their arrogance. Earth's satellites and hidden stations were ready to strike back. The aliens did not know the humans had been watching them for years, learning their patterns, memorizing their strategies. Every move the aliens made had already been considered. Every attack they planned had a counter waiting. Humans were patient, cunning, and relentless. Their minds worked as fast as their ships, calculating, predicting, outsmarting. A message from the human command center reached the alien scouts. It was simple but shocking. We know you are coming, and we are ready, it said. The aliens dismissed it as propaganda, childish confidence. They did not know that humans had already hidden mines in the asteroid fields. They did not know that a single human ship could destroy their small cruiser before it reached orbit. In the Alien Council, the leaders argued. Some wanted to wait, to reconsider the warning. But pride and hunger for conquest were stronger. They wanted to strike fast, to crush the humans before they grew stronger. They did not realize that by ignoring the warning, they were walking into a trap, back on Earth. Scientists monitored every movement. Engineers prepared weapon systems. Soldiers practiced maneuvers in virtual simulations. They laughed quietly at the arrogance of the aliens. To them, this was not fear. This was anticipation. They were ready to show the galaxy that humans could never be broken. Eli's squad was the first line of defense, small, fast ships. Barely visible against the backdrop of space, they would test the alien fleet, lure them into zones humans controlled. Every move was planned, but humans were also ready to improvise. Their minds were flexible, their courage unshakable. As the alien fleet advanced, their confidence was high. They believed the humans would panic, that their defenses were weak. But above Earth, lights blinked in patterns. Communications were exchanged. A hidden network of humans moved in silence. The aliens did not see it, could not imagine it. And then quietly, almost unnoticed, the first human ships launched, moving faster than the aliens predicted. Striking before the first warning bell, the alien scouts were hit. One by precise attacks, their confidence faltered. Confusion spread among the commanders. Humans were stronger, faster, smarter, and the aliens had been warned, but they had ignored it. And now the humans were ready to prove that they would never break, that they would never surrender, that every insult, every doubt, every mockery from the galaxy would be answered with fire, courage, and determination. The battle for Earth was only beginning, and already, the humans were winning the first fight. The stars above Earth shone quietly, but beneath them, humans prepared, ready to face a galaxy that thought they were weak, ready to show that ignoring a warning could cost anyone everything. And somewhere in the alien fleet, fear began to creep in. The humans had already made history, and the aliens was the first clash. The alien fleet had advanced closer to Earth, their massive ships casting shadows across the stars. They believed the humans were hiding nothing, that victory was near, but humans had planned for this moment for decades. Every move, every trap, every hidden weapon was ready. Eli and his squad flew ahead, small specks of light against the darkness. Their engines hummed, their hearts raced. "Stay sharp," Eli said through the comms. "They expect us to panic, to run, but we will strike first." His voice was calm, but his eyes burned with determination. Suddenly, the alien scouts opened fire. Blasts of energy streaked across space. Eli twisted his ship, dodging with precision. His squad responded instantly, firing back with rapid lasers. Each human ship was fast, small, and hard to hit. The aliens had underestimated their agility. Explosions lit up the void as first contact began. The aliens' massive ships tried to crush the humans with sheer size. But the humans knew the terrain. They knew the stars like their own streets. They used asteroid belts, abandoned stations, and cosmic debris as cover. Every move was calculated to confuse and weaken the aliens. Back on the command center, Admiral Reyes watched every strike. Her fingers danced across the control panels. "Target their lead cruiser, Eli. Focus your fire there," she commanded. Eli's squad converged, small ships weaving like predators. The lead alien cruiser shuddered under the barrage. Sparks flying from its hull, the alien screamed in disbelief. How could such tiny ships cause so much damage? A massive alien battleship tried to flank the humans. Its cannons opened fire, tearing through the asteroid field. Eli's heart skipped, but he and his squad had anticipated this. They split, drawing the ship into a trap. Hidden human turrets in the asteroid field fired simultaneously. The alien battleship exploded in a ball of fire, pieces of metal and energy drifting into space. On the alien command deck, fear began to spread. Their arrogance had blinded them. The humans were not just defending, they were attacking. Their coordination was precise, their courage unstoppable, and the aliens had ignored the warning. Meanwhile, on the human side, engineers activated secret weapons. Plasma mines and energy nets unfolded in space. Aliens flew into them blindly, their ships trapped and destroyed. Humans cheered quietly in the control rooms. They did not gloat. They focused. They knew this was only the beginning. Eli's squad took down another alien scout. The pilot of the ship, a young alien, looked at Eli's squad in shock. "They are stronger than we thought," the alien whispered. But it was too late. Their ship was destroyed. Eli moved on, eyes forward, heart steady. He did not feel hatred, only resolve as the first clash raged on. The alien fleet realized their mistake. The humans were relentless, fearless, and clever. Their weapons were precise, their strategies unexpected. Every attack by the aliens was met with a stronger counter, and still, humans fought without fear, without doubt, without surrender. The alien leaders tried to retreat, but their fleet was already in chaos. Small human ships harassed their rear. Ambushes from hidden positions struck repeatedly. The galaxy had never seen such defiance from a species they considered weak. On Earth, Admiral Reyes smiled quietly. "They learned too late," she said. "Humans are never broken, never defeated, never surrendering." Eli heard her words through the comms and nodded. "We protect our home no matter the cost," he said. And his squad moved forward again, ready to strike the aliens where they least expected. The first clash ended, but the war had only begun. Humans had won the opening, but more challenges awaited. The aliens had underestimated their enemy, and now the galaxy would learn a hard truth. Humans were not weak, humans were unstoppable, and the warning that was ignored would echo across the stars forever. Learned the cost of arrogance. The counterattack, the aliens had retreated beyond the asteroid belt. Their massive fleet scattered but far from defeated. On their command bridge, leaders screamed and shouted. How could a primitive species cause such damage? Their arrogance had blinded them, and now the humans were gathering strength. On Earth, Admiral Reyes convened the council. "They will return stronger, more organized," she said. "We must strike before they recover." Engineers and scientists nodded, their minds working faster than any alien technology. Humans had hidden warships, secret weapons, and traps. They would not wait for the aliens to attack again. Eli and his squad were briefed on the plan. They would lead the counterattack. Small but fast ships would lure the alien fleet into a trap. "Remember," Admiral Reyes said, "every life counts. Every move matters." Eli's eyes burned with determination. "We fight not for victory alone, but for survival," he replied. The human fleet moved silently, shimmering in the darkness of space. Their engines hidden, cloaking devices active. Aliens had no idea what awaited them. They assumed humans would cower, flee, or surrender. They were wrong. A massive alien cruiser appeared ahead, its cannons charged, ready to strike. Eli's squad split into multiple directions, drawing the cruiser forward. Their small ships were invisible in the asteroid field. Suddenly, human warships emerged from the shadows. Plasma nets and energy mines trapped the cruiser. It struggled, firing blindly, but it was too late. Humans had anticipated every move. The aliens panicked. Ships collided. Explosions erupted. Their formations broke apart. Humans struck again and again. Small squads targeting weak points. Larger ships bombarding with precision. The alien fleet had never faced such organized chaos. Meanwhile, in deep space, an alien commander tried to regroup. Focus on the humans' command ship, destroy it, and the rest will flee. But humans were already ahead. Their command ships were hidden, protected by layers of defenses. Eli's squad intercepted the alien commander. Dodging massive energy beams, they fired with unmatched accuracy. The alien command ship trembled, sparks flying, systems failing back on Earth. Admiral Reyes watched the monitors. Excellent. They are falling into our trap, she said, her voice calm, but her mind raced. She had designed this strategy knowing the aliens' arrogance. Humans used it against them perfectly. Eli's squad destroyed another alien scout. Inside the cockpit, the pilot shook. Humans, they adapt too fast. But there was no time to recover. Their ship exploded, leaving only debris. Eli did not celebrate. He knew this was only the beginning. The aliens tried a desperate attack, sending kamikaze ships into the human fleet. But humans anticipated it, deflecting blasts with energy shields. Eli's squad maneuvered between explosions. Precision strikes took down the kamikaze vessels. Every move humans made was flawless. A massive explosion rocked the alien fleet. One of their largest warships had been destroyed. Fear spread among the alien ranks. They had underestimated humans. They had ignored the warning. And now humans were not just defending. They were conquering the battlefield with intelligence, courage, and resilience. Eli looked at the stars. The battlefield was chaotic, but humans fought with heart, with unity. We will never break. We will never surrender, he whispered, and across the galaxy, the message was clear. Humans were rising, stronger than any enemy had imagined, and the counterattack had only begun. The alien fleet retreated once more. But their arrogance was shattered. They realized humans were unpredictable. Humans were relentless. And humanity's true power had only just started to reveal itself. The galaxy would remember this day. The day humans fought back. The day the first counterattack began. And the day aliens learned that humans could never be broken. The hidden strike after the first counterattack. Humans did not celebrate. They knew the aliens would return with more fury. In a hidden asteroid base, engineers worked tirelessly, building weapons that the aliens had never seen. Energy cannons capable of tearing ships apart, stealth drones that moved faster than light, and a massive railgun that could strike from across the system. Eli and his squad received a new mission. We will strike their supply lines, Admiral Reyes said. Without resources, they cannot recover. The squad nodded, their ships gliding silently through the void, avoiding patrols, dodging sensors. Humans had learned the art of patience, the art of surprise. Deep in alien space, commanders argued, these humans are cunning, ruthless, and unpredictable. One alien shouted, smashing his console. They should have surrendered after the first attack. But humans had already infiltrated their networks, feeding false signals, creating confusion. The aliens could not tell friend from enemy. Eli's squad entered a narrow asteroid canyon, ships hugging the rocky walls, sensors pinging constantly. Any mistake could mean death. They moved with precision, activating hidden mines, destroying alien fuel carriers one by one. The explosions lit up the darkness of space. Aliens screamed, but humans were gone before they could retaliate. Meanwhile, another human fleet attacked from the other side. Coordinated strikes, simultaneous assaults. Aliens were caught in a trap they could not escape. Their massive cruisers became easy targets. The humans struck with speed, with intelligence, with a unity no alien had ever seen. Back on Earth, scientists monitored the battle. Their faces calm, but their hearts raced. Each success brought hope. Each failure would have been disaster. But humans were adapting, evolving, learning from every move, every attack, every mistake of the aliens. Eli's squad intercepted an alien commander ship, their ship weaving through debris, dodging plasma fire. They fired micromissiles at key systems. The alien ship groaned and sparked, systems failing one by one. Communication lost, navigation destroyed. The humans had executed a perfect strike. Suddenly, a massive shadow appeared, an alien dreadnought, larger than any ship humans had faced. It emerged from hyperspace, engines roaring, its cannons charged for destruction. Panic spread among humans. But Eli remained calm. "We adapt, we fight, we survive," he whispered. His squad moved in perfect formation, coordinated attacks distracting the dreadnought, while the hidden railgun, firing from a distant asteroid, struck its weak point. The massive ship shuddered, exploded. Debris scattering in all directions, aliens watched in horror, their largest weapon destroyed before it could even attack. They realized humans were more than warriors. Humans were strategists, thinkers, and fearless leaders. Their arrogance now replaced with fear. Humans had turned the battlefield into a puzzle, and aliens were losing the game. As the dust settled, Eli looked at the horizon. The human fleet regrouped silently. Not a word was spoken. They knew the battle was far from over, but they had sent a message, a warning the aliens would never forget. Humans were clever, relentless, and united, and the hidden strike had changed the course of the war. The galaxy would whisper their names, the humans who struck where no one expected, and no alien would ever underestimate them again. The galactic reckoning after the hidden strike. The galaxy trembled. Aliens whispered in fear, their fleets scattered, their commanders shaken. Humanity was no longer just a planet. It was a force, a storm no one could control. Eli and his squad returned to the command ship, exhausted but alert. Reports poured in. The hidden strike had crippled half of the alien supply lines, but the Council was preparing a retaliation, one unlike anything humans had seen before. In a secret chamber, Admiral Reyes studied the maps. "They will come at us with everything they have," he said. "We must be ready to sacrifice if we must. But we will not surrender, we will not break." Eli nodded. He could see the weight of leadership in every word. But he also saw hope. Hope that humans could turn even despair into victory. Far across the stars, the alien council gathered, their largest warships assembled, their deadliest weapons loaded, a plan of annihilation to crush humanity once and for all. "They are clever," one alien hissed. "But we are infinite, we will grind them into dust." Yet, even as they spoke, doubt had entered their hearts. Humans had survived attacks no one thought possible. They had adapted, they had learned, and fear now shadowed every command. Eli's fleet moved quietly through the void. Hidden in asteroid belts, their movements calculated, each ship communicating silently through encrypted channels. Humans had turned war into an art, strategy into a weapon. Every pilot, every engineer, every soldier knew their role, knew that one mistake could mean death for billions, and yet they were ready. Suddenly, sensors detected a massive energy buildup. An alien supercarrier had arrived, its shields glowing, its engines tearing through space. The humans braced. Eli's squad led the first assault, dodging plasma waves, weaving through debris. They attacked weak points while distant railguns and stealth drones coordinated deadly strikes. The battle erupted across the galaxy. Planets shook, asteroid fields exploded. Aliens fired relentlessly, but humans moved faster, struck harder, adapted instantly to every tactic. For every ship lost, two more attacked from a hidden angle. Humans were everywhere and nowhere. Meanwhile, a human scientist aboard the flagship discovered something terrifying. The aliens had a secret weapon, capable of erasing entire planets in seconds. "We cannot let them fire it," she cried. Eli took command. "We will stop them, no matter the cost," and humans began a daring mission. To infiltrate the alien supercarrier, to sabotage the weapon from within. Inside the alien ship, human operatives moved like shadows, dodging patrols, disabling systems silently. Every step brought them closer to the weapon. Every heartbeat carried the weight of millions, and just as they reached it, alarms blared. Aliens poured into the corridor. A fierce battle erupted, blaster fire lighting up the darkness. Humans fought with courage no alien could understand. Eli watched from above, directing the fleet. He saw hope, fear, and bravery, and he knew the galaxy was watching. Humanity had reached the edge of survival, but also the edge of greatness. The aliens would learn, the hard way, that humans never surrender, humans never break, and the galactic reckoning had only just begun. The last gambit, the alien supercarrier groaned as human operatives moved within, every step a gamble, every second a test. The secret weapon glowed ominously in the heart of the ship. Humans knew that if it fired, entire colonies would vanish, and yet fear did not stop them. Courage fueled every heartbeat. Eli's fleet hovered at the edge of the battle zone, hidden in the shadows of a massive asteroid belt, each ship bristling with weapons. ready to strike at a moment's notice. The galaxy watched in silence, every species wondering if humans could survive what was coming. Inside the alien supercarrier, alarms blared. The corridors filled with alien soldiers. Blasters ignited. Humans ducked, rolled, and returned fire, their moves precise. Practiced, unstoppable for every human who fell. Another pressed forward, their resolve unshakable, their minds sharp. The lead operative, Lyra, reached the weapons control core, her hands trembling but steady. She began the sabotage sequence. Wires ripped, circuits fried, and alarms screamed louder. An alien commander appeared, towering and furious. "You dare touch our weapon?" he growled. Lyra smiled. "We do more than dare. We survive." A fierce duel began. Blasters clashing, sparks flying. Lyra fought with every ounce of strength, using clever tricks, quick thinking, and sheer determination. Finally, she disabled the core. The weapon's energy collapsed, its destructive power neutralized. Simultaneously, Eli gave the order, "Attack now." Human ships surged from hiding. Plasma cannons, railguns, and missiles tore through alien defenses. Supercarriers erupted in fire and smoke. Smaller ships dodged frantic counterattacks. Humans moved like a storm, unstoppable and terrifying. The aliens had underestimated them, and now they were paying. The galaxy shook with the intensity of the battle. Planets trembled, moons cracked, and yet humans advanced, never faltering, never surrendering. In every cockpit, in every squad, the same thought rang clear. Humanity survives, humanity fights. Humanity will never break in the chaos. Eli spotted the alien flagship. Larger, more deadly than the others. It prepared to escape, to regroup, and strike again. But Eli had a plan, a risky, desperate, brilliant plan. He led his fastest ships through a narrow asteroid field, dodging lasers and debris, and with a precise strike, he disabled the flagship's engines, stranding it in the void. Aliens panicked. Their command structure shattered. Their fleet in chaos. Humans pressed forward, relentless. The last gambit had worked. The galaxy was theirs. Not to conquer, but to defend. Humans had proven beyond doubt that even in the darkest moment, they would never surrender. They would never break. As silence fell across the battlefield, Eli looked at the stars. Battered, exhausted, but victorious, the aliens had learned the hard truth, and humanity had written a new legend in the galaxy. A story of courage, of hope, of an unbreakable spirit. The last gambit had succeeded, but the final challenge awaited, and only one more step would decide the fate of the stars. Humanity triumphant, the battlefield was quiet now. Smoke drifting across shattered starships. Human and alien alike paused, the galaxy holding its breath. The humans had survived, but at what cost? Eli floated in the command deck of the flagship, his eyes scanning the wreckage. Countless ships destroyed, friends lost, and yet hope shone brighter than the stars. He felt it in every heartbeat, in every message from the surviving fleets. Humanity had endured against impossible odds far above. The alien council watched in disbelief. Their fleet scattered, their pride shattered. They had mocked humans as weak, as fragile, as creatures to be crushed with ease, and now they saw the truth. Humans were relentless, humans were clever, humans would never break. Back on the planet below, colonies cheered. Children looked up at the stars, dreaming of the humans who had fought for them, for freedom, for survival. Messages of victory spread across the galaxy, all corners alive with whispers of one simple truth. Humanity was rising. Lyra stood among the ruins of the alien supercarrier. Bloodied but unbowed, she looked at her comrades, their faces tired but glowing with pride. "We did it," she said softly, and every human around her knew it. They had changed history. They had carved a place for themselves in the galaxy, a place that no one could take away. Eli contacted the fleets. "Remember this moment," he said. "We fight not for glory, not for conquest, but for survival, for the right to exist, and for the promise that we will never surrender." Across millions of kilometers, human ships responded, their voices united in one declaration. "We are humanity, we are strong, we will never break." The alien remnants tried to regroup, but fear had replaced courage. Every commander knew they had underestimated humans, and the galaxy itself seemed to whisper, never again underestimate those who fight with heart, with intelligence, with courage beyond reason. As Eli looked out at the stars, he saw a new horizon, a galaxy that had feared humans, now watching them with respect, with awe. Humans had survived impossible attacks, turned desperation into victory, and left a legacy written in the hearts of every being who witnessed it. In the end, humanity did not conquer. They did not destroy, they protected, they endured. and in their endurance they became legends, a force no one could ever ignore. A reminder that even in the darkest void, humanity shines bright, unyielding, unstoppable. The galaxy would never forget the day humans proved. They would never surrender. They would never break. And as silence settled over the stars, humanity's voice echoed across the void. A promise, a warning, a legend. We are here, we are strong, we are humanity. The stars themselves seemed to pulse in agreement, and the galaxy knew a new era had begun. The era of humans, and their unbreakable will,